Good morning. Today we start your English book Movements, chapter 6, Weathering the Storm in Erasmus, which is written by Harsh Mandar, who is an activist and author of several books of Fractured Freedom or India's Margins. This story is Weathering the Storm in Erasmus is based on a true story of the adventures of a teenager Prashant who marooned on the roof of a house for 2 nights following the dreadful storm that hit Odisha on 27th October 1999. The storm had killed thousands of people and devastated hundreds of villages. Prashant showed extraordinary courage at the face of the great natural calamity. He saved his own life and come in the forefront to lead the disaster management in his village. So we start the story. On 27 October 1999, Prashant, a young boy of 19 years, went to meet his friend in Erasmus, a small town in coastal Odisha. Osama was some 18 kilometers away from his village. In the evening, weather suddenly changed and soon there occurred a strong storm with devastating winds. It was later termed as super cyclone. The wind velocity was 350 km per hour. Prashant had never seen such a making storm. The storm was followed by heavy and incessant rain which washed away several houses and people. The angry waters swirled into his friend's house neck deep. So Prashant and his friend's family took shelter on the rooftop where they spent 2 nights in the same position. They froze in the cold and continuous rain. Prashant could see in the grey light of the early morning the destruction caused by the super cyclone. There was water everywhere, in which standing some fractured cement houses in a few places, bloated animal carcasses and human corpses floated in every direction. Even huge trees had fallen here and there. Prashant was worried about his family, but he was helpless. 2 days later, the rain stopped and the rain waters slowly began to recede. Then Prashant decided to go to his village and see his family. He took a long sturdy stick and then started on the difficult journey to his village through the swollen flood waters. At places the water was waist deep, which slowed his journey. At several points he lost the road and had to swim. On the way, he came across many human bodies and carcasses of dogs, goats, and cattle, but he could barely see a house standing while passing through the villages. Eventually, Prashant reached his village, Kalikuda. He was depressed to see the widespread destruction everywhere. He wanted to see his family members but found them nowhere. So he went to the Red Cross shelter for them. Fortunately, his family was alive. He thanked God for this. Prashant was upset to see the miserable condition of the cyclone affected people in the shelter. There was a big crowd there. They had nothing to eat except green coconuts. There was too much filth everywhere. Prashant could not be the silent spectator. He decided to do something for the survivors. First, he made arrangements for their food with the help of some youths and elders. Then he organized a team of youth volunteers to clean the shelter of urine, vomit, and floating carcasses, and to tend to the wounds and fractures of the many who had been injured. On the fifth day, a military helicopter dropped some food parcels, but it did not return. Prashant and others devised a plan to attract the attention of the helicopters. They deputed children to lie around the shelter with empty utensils on their stomachs to communicate to the passing helicopters that they were hungry. The plan was successful, and after that the helicopter started dropping food, packets and other basic needs. Prashant's rehabilitation work went on ceaselessly. He brought the orphan children together and put up a polythene sheet shelter for them. He mobilized men and women to look after them with food and materials. He also persuaded the women to start working in the Food for Work program started by an NGO. And for the children, he organized sports events. Later, orphans were resettled in new foster families made up of children, widows, and children without adult care. Thus, Prashant became the savior of the thousands of cyclone affected people. His selfless survive for the mankind is praiseworthy. So, now read this chapter very carefully and try to search its answers. Thank you. Have a nice day.